Now, yesterday I was explaining about the non-uniform circular motion. So, what is the meaning of non-uniform circular motion? Circular motion with variable speed. And here there is an example of this non-uniform circular motion. Motion in the vertical circle. If you tie a stone or a body with the help of the thread or a string, this is the string of length L. There is a string of length L. And with one end of the string, this body has been tied, whose mass is M. And now it is revolved in the vertical circle. It is revolving in the vertical circle means it is revolving this way. It is revolving this way. This way it is rotating. Means now its motion is under gravity. Its motion is under gravity. You can see here. Here its motion will become under gravity. And when motion will become under gravity, what will happen? Its speed will change. So motion in vertical circle is an example of non-uniform circular motion. Here I have taken a body of mass M, which is tied to one end of the string of length L, and then keeping the other end static, it is rotated in the vertical circle. So when it is rotated in a vertical circle, it will describe a circle of radius L, which is the length of the string. It will describe a circle of radius L. This is the lowest position of the body, and this is the highest position of the body. If you see here, how many forces are acting at the lowest position? So you can see here. Suppose it is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, what will be the direction of the velocity? Velocity will be this. VL is what? It is the velocity at lowest point. Velocity at lowest point. Now, how many forces are acting upon the body at the lowest point? One is its weight mg acting vertically downward, and another is the tension in the string. Tension in the string. This TL is what? Tension in the string. When body is at the lowest point. Now, the resultant of these two forces will provide the necessary shear. As we know that centripetal force will act towards O. Therefore, TL will be bigger and mg will be smaller. So the resultant of these two will provide the necessary shear. So since they are acting in opposite direction, TL is acting towards O, mg is acting vertically down. So what will be their resultant? Their resultant will be TL minus mg. It will be equal to the CF which is required. What is the formula of centripetal force? It is mv square upon r. So here V is VL. What is R? Radius of circular path. It is equal to L. It is equal to L. So what will be the centripetal force? MVL square upon L. Now mg cannot be more than TL. Why it cannot be more than TL? Because when mg exceeds to the tension, string will break. String will break. It's clear? So at the lowest point, we will get this expression. TL minus mg equals to MVL square upon L. What will be the at highest point? When body is at the highest point, weight mg as well as the tension th. Tension th means this is the tension when the body is at the highest point. It is the tension in the string when body is at the highest point. Tension in string. Now you can see here both the forces are acting in the downward direction. Here. So you can see once again, because screen was blurred. So you can see at the lowest position how many forces are acting upon the body. One is its weight acting vertically downward, and another is tension acting vertically upward. The resultant of these two forces will provide the necessary shear at lowest point. What will be the resultant? So since they are acting in opposite direction, so resultant will be TL minus mg. It will be equal to TL minus mg, which will be equal to the centripetal force here. What is the centripetal force? MVL square upon L. This is the equation 1. Now see here, what will be at the highest point? When the body is at the highest point, then its weight mg as well as tension th both will be acting in downward direction. Both are acting in downward direction. So what will be the resultant? It will be th plus mg, and it will provide the necessary cf which is required here. What will be the cf here? So you can see here speed is vh, mass is m, and what is the radius of the circular path? It is L. So it will be mvh square upon L. It's clear? What is VL? VL is the speed at the body when it is at the lowest position. VH is speed at the highest position. Speed of body at highest position. Now see here, what will be the relation between VL and VH? How will you find the relation between VL and VH? So that we can find by applying law of conservation of energy. Total energy at the lowest point will be equal to the total energy at highest point. As you know that when body is moving from lowest position to the highest position, what happens to its speed? Speed will decrease, but its height from the ground, that is increasing. Height from the ground, height of the body from the ground, that will increase. It's clear. Means we can say this highest position is at what height with respect to the lowest position? It is at what height? You can see here total height will be 2L. Highest point is 2L height higher with respect to the lowest point. It is 2L height higher with respect to the lowest point. So see here, what if we take the zero level of potential energy to this lowest position? This I have taken as the zero level of potential energy, means height we are measuring from this level. Height we are measuring from this level. So what is the total energy at the lowest point? Kinetic energy is 1 upon 2 m into VL square. What will be the potential energy of the body? So potential energy, formula of potential energy is mg into height from the ground, and height we are measuring from this level. Body is already at the same level, so what will be the height? Height will be 0. Height will be 0. So you can see here what is the total energy of body at the lowest position. It will be only 1 upon 2 mvl square. There will be no potential energy. Why? Because the zero level of potential energy is the lowest position. lowest position has been taken as the zero level of potential energy. What is the kinetic energy here at the highest point? So speed is Vh, so kinetic energy will be 1 upon 2 m into Vh square. What will be kinetic energy here? It will be 1 upon 2 m into Vh square. What will be the potential energy? So you can see here, it is at what height from the zero level? It is 2L. So potential energy will be M into G into H is how much? 2L. H is 2L. So you can see here, total energy of the body at the highest position, it is 1 upon 2 mvh square plus mg into 2L. Now on cancelling out m throughout because it is present in every term. So you will get VL square upon 2 equals to VH square upon 2 plus 2GL. Now you multiply this whole equation by 2. This whole equation by 2. So what will you get? VL square equals to VH square plus 4GL. VL square equals to VH square. When you will multiply by 2 here, it will become 4GL. So these are the three important relations. Here, this one is this, second is this, and third is relation between VL and VH. This. Now there is a term critical speed. Now see here. If you keep on increasing the speed, if you keep on decreasing the speed, if you keep on decreasing the speed, then what will happen? The requirement of CF at the highest point will also decrease. When you will decrease the speed, the requirement of CF at the highest point that will also decrease. And when this is decreasing, then this total should also decrease. Otherwise, what will happen? It will become imbalanced. It will become unequal. It's clear. So when the speed is decreased at the highest point, what will happen? This side will also decrease. But as you can see here, in this side, mg cannot decrease. Mg cannot decrease. So what will happen? Tension in the string when the body is at the highest point, that is TH will decrease. TH will decrease. In order to maintain the equality, TH will decrease. It is clear? Means what will you find? When you are revolving in such a way that you are decreasing the speed. When you are decreasing the speed, then requirement of CF will be less because VH has become less. Therefore, this side should also decrease up to the same level. It's clear. Suppose earlier it was 100 Newton. After decreasing the speed, it has become 70 Newton. So it should also be equal to 70 Newton. But this can decrease only by decreasing the tension because there is no chance of decrease in mg. Mg cannot decrease. Therefore, tension will decrease. So if you keep on decreasing the speed in the same way, a stage will be reached when tension at the highest point will become zero. If we keep on decreasing the speed in the same way, then a speed at the highest point will be attained at which TH becomes zero. At which TH becomes zero. And this is that will be the minimum speed. That will be the minimum speed of the body at the highest point. Why we cannot decrease the speed further? So see here, when TH will become zero, you can see here, when TH will become zero here, this is the relation TH plus mg equals to mvh square upon L. when VH is decreased, then TH will also decrease. There is no change in Mg. Mg will remain same. It's clear. There will be no change in the Mg. So you can see here TH will also decrease. Now I have decreased the speed up to such a level so that the TH becomes 0. Suppose when velocity at the highest point is equal to VHC, then TH has become 0. This is the minimum speed at the highest point. If you decrease the speed lesser than this, what will happen? Body will not be able to complete the circle. Body will not be able to complete the circle. If the speed is decreased below to this value, body will not be able to complete the circle, and why it will not be able to complete the circle. So see here, why it will not be able to complete the circle. You can see you substitute here 0 plus mg equals to mvhc square upon L. That is mg equals to mvhc square upon L. If you decrease the speed less than this, then requirement of CF will be less than mg. Requirement of CF, this will become less. Therefore, requirement of CF will be less than mg. Suppose mg is 50 Newton. Requirement of CF will be only 40 Newton. So what will happen to the 10 Newton? This 10 Newton is acting in the downward direction. Because out of 50 Newton, 40 Newton is used up in fulfilling the CF. Out of 50 Newton, 40 Newton has been used up in fulfilling the CF. So what will happen to the 10 Newton? Because of that 10 Newton, it will fall. String will slack, or even the body will not be able to reach here. Body will not be able to reach at this point. It's clear? Before reaching at this point, it will fall. It's clear? From here, it will fall in the downward direction. It is clear? So what is the minimum speed at the highest point? It is called the critical speed. And this critical speed is attained when tension in the string at the highest point becomes 0. It's clear? At this minimum speed, body just completes the circle. It is just completing the circle. If the speed is less than this speed, what will happen? It will not be able to complete the circle. So you can see here, you calculate this. Already I have told, at this speed TH equals to 0. So when VH equals to VHC, VHC is what? It is the critical speed at the highest point. Critical speed at the highest point. Then TH is 0. On substituting, what will you get? VHC equals to root GL. It's clear? Means this is the speed, critical speed at the highest point. If the speed at the highest point is less than this, body will not be able to complete the circuit. It's clear? Now, one more thing. When the body crosses to the highest point with this speed, when the body crosses to the highest point with this speed, then what will be its speed at the lowest point? Speed of body at lowest point when it crosses to the highest point with critical speed. So see here, just now you have got one relation. VL square equals to VH square plus 4GL. So you substitute here. On substituting, what will you get? VLC square equals to VHC square plus 4GL. What is VHC square? You can see here it is equal to GL. So GL plus 4GL, that is 5GL. So what is the critical speed at the lowest point? It will be root 5GL. Means we can say, here we can say that if the speed of the particle at the lowest point, speed of the body at the lowest point is less than root 5GL, or speed is at the highest point is less than root GL, body will just complete the circle. Body is just completing the circle when speed at the lowest point is root 5GL, or speed at the highest point is root GL. And if the speed of the body becomes less than root 5GL here, if the speed of the body at the lowest point is less than root 5GL, square root 5GL, then what will happen? At the highest point, it will become square root GL. And then body will not be able to complete the circle. It will fall down on reaching here. Somewhere here, it will fall down. It's clear? Now, what will be the tension in the string under this condition? So, when the body is having root 5GL speed here or root GL speed here, what is the tension in the string at the highest point? It is 0. It is 0. Is clear? What will be the tension in the string at the lowest point? So that we can find from this relation. So see here, tension in string under this condition. When so TH is 0. That is when VH is equal to root VHC is equal to root GL. And when it is equal to this, then what will be the corresponding speed at the lowest point? It will be root 5GL. So in substituting in this equation, TL minus mg equals to mvl square upon L. In place of VL square, you write down 5GL. Its square will become 5GL. So m upon L into 5GL, L and L cancel, that is 5mg. So you take mg in the other side. So TL equals to 6mg. It's clear? It means when the body is crossing to the lowest point with root 5GL speed, then its speed at the highest point will be equal to root GL. What will be the tension in the string? Tension in the string at the highest point will be 0, while at the lowest point it will be equal to 6mg. It will be equal to 6mg. It's clear? So you remember this thing, that when the body is crossing to the lowest position with this speed or highest position to this speed, then the tension in the string at the highest point will be 0, and at the lowest point it will be 6mg. It's clear? This is the tension in the string when the body is at the lowest position. Now this is two specific position. This is the highest and this is the lowest. Now I am going to explain about a specific position and about a general position. See here, which is neither highest nor lowest. Here, in the same way, body is revolved in a vertical circle by tying it with a string of length L. It is tied with a string of length L and revolved in a vertical circle. Let at any instant it is at the point P, making an angle theta from the vertical direction. How many forces will act upon the body here? So see here how many forces will act. One is the tension in the string T, and another is its weight acting vertically downward mg. Now the resultant of these two T and mg will provide the necessary CF. But now you can see here that T and mg neither in the same direction nor in the opposite direction. Their directions are different. Earlier, T and mg either were in the same direction or here in the opposite direction. But now they are acting in the different direction. So what will you do? You will resolve mg into two components. This angle is theta, therefore this angle will also be theta. Its component along the string will be mg cos theta, and component perpendicular to the string, this is the string, it is mg sin theta. Now you can see here, as the CF will act in this direction, it is acting along the radius. Therefore, the resultant of T and mg cos theta will provide the necessary CF. It will provide the necessary CF. So you can get the relation here. T minus mg cos theta equals to mv square upon L. This will be the CF because here we have taken V as the speed. V as the speed. So CF will be mv square upon L, which will be fulfilled by T minus mg cos theta. So you will get one relation, T minus mg cos theta equals to this. Now we will determine the relation between V and VH. So once again, we will apply the law of conservation of energy. You can see here, when body moves from P to this position, P to the highest position, what happens is speed decreases. Speed is decreasing, while height is increasing. Height is increasing. How much height will be increased? With respect to this position, its height will be increased by this much. Its height will be increased by this much. With respect to the point P, what will be the height of this position? It will be equal to this. Means here it is equal to this. Now you can see here, length of string is L. Therefore, OP equals to L. OP equals to L. This angle is theta. So what will be this length? This will be equal to L cos theta. It's clear? How much this? This is equals to L. So what will be this total from here to here? It will be L plus L cos theta. L plus L cos theta means it will be equal to L plus L cos theta. So now here we will apply the law of conservation of energy in a different way. When it goes from here to here, kinetic energy decreases. Therefore, decrease in kinetic energy will be equal to increase in potential energy. Decrease in kinetic energy will be equal to increase in potential energy. That is delta K equals to delta U. What is kinetic energy here? Here you can see speed is V, its mass is M. So what is kinetic energy? 1 upon 2 M into V square. What is kinetic energy here? 1 upon 2 M into VH square. On substituting, what will you get? Half mv square minus 1 upon 2 mvh square. What will be increase in potential energy? M into G into height ascended is L plus L cos theta. Mgh, that is this. So on simplifying, you cancel out M. When you will cancel out M and multiply whole equation by 2, what will you get? You will get V square minus VH square equals to 2G within bracket L plus L cos theta. It's clear? Now at the critical speed, it will be equal to what? When VH equals to VHC. When this is equal to root GL. So you substitute here V square, VHC, VH equals to root GL. So VH square is GL. Here VH square is GL. On substituting V square minus GL equals to 2GL plus 2GL cos theta. On taking GL in the other side, it will become 3GL. GL plus 2GL, that is 3GL plus 2GL cos theta. So V square is this. So what is V? V equals to square root of this. Now you take out GL common. When you will take out common, so it will be the speed of the particle at any general position when body crosses to the highest point with critical speed. Body crosses to the highest point with critical speed. Then speed at this position of the particle when string makes an angle theta from the vertical. When a string makes an angle theta from the vertical is given by this. It is given by this. Now see here. So you can see once again what is the decrease in kinetic energy 1 upon 2 m into v square minus half mvh square equals to increase in potential energy m into g into h is how much L plus L cos theta. It has ascended by what height? L plus L cos theta. On cancelling m and multiplying whole equation by 2. So it will become v square because it is v square upon 2. V square minus VH square equals to 2G within bracket this. Now when VH equals to root GL, then VH square equals to GL. Means at the critical speed, what will be the value of V? You have substituted this and simplified. Now after this, we will determine the tension in the string under this condition. So by using this relation, T minus mg cos theta equals to m upon L into V square. In place of V square, you substitute this value. Substituting this value, what will you get? T minus mg cos theta equals to m upon L. Here, in place of V square, you have substituted this value. From here, you can see it is 3GL plus 2GL cos theta. When m upon L will be multiplied inside. So when L, it will be multiplied, L and L cancel. Here, this is also cancelled. What will you get? 3mg plus 2mg cos theta. Means T minus mg cos theta will be equal to 3mg plus 2mg cos theta. When you take it in the other side, it will become 3mg plus 3mg cos theta, or 3mg you can take out common, so this will be the tension. Now here we will take a special case. There is one special case here when theta equals to 90 degree, means when the bob is here, theta equals to 90. When theta is equal to 90 degree. In this case, what will be the speed? Speed will become equal to, you can see here V equals to V equals to 3 plus 2 cos theta into G. So when theta equals to 90 degree, cos 90 degree equals to G. So this term will vanish. And what will be the speed? It will be root 3 GL. It means when the particle is having speed root GL here, it will have what speed here? Root 3 GL. And what is when the particle is having speed root GL here, what will be the speed here? Root 5 GL. And here it will be root 3 GL. You can see once again, when the particle is having speed root GL here, then speed here will be root 5 GL. And here it will be root 3 GL. What will be the tension here? So tension you can substitute here. On substituting, you can get D equals to 3 mg 1 plus cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, that is 3 mg. Means tension in the string at this position will be 3 mg. Means you can say when the particle is crossing to this position with this highest point with the critical speed, then the tension at this point will be 3 mg. Here it will be 0 and here it will be 6 mg.
So